Welcome back to another episode of Gossip Break, the cherry on top of your day. I'm one of your hosts, Becky,
And I'm your other host, Bree.
and this is Trader Talk today.
Ooh, yay! Trader girlies today.
This is my first watch of Traders, and I'm getting the hype, even though like everyone's kind of pissing me off right now. Like
Yeah.
everybody, I don't like anyone right now. I'm enjoying it. I would
You get the
thoroughly,
appeal now.
yeah. I always got it, but now I'm like, yeah, this is because
Okay,
I'm not a
yes.
yeah, I'm not a Big Brother, Survivor, The Challenge. I'm a housewife. Those are the reality
Yeah.
TV shows that I watch. So seeing this scratches a certain itch that I have, and I'm really enjoying it. And I love the host, Alan.
Oh my God, he's such an icon. I'm obsessed with him.
He's perfect.
He's perfect. Okay, I'm so excited to talk about this with you today because, yeah, I got in the Traders hype a little bit late, but I guess it's like what's late, what's early, whatever.
Yeah.
I watched it after the season two, like all of that aired and everybody was talking about it because Suri Fields was on Big Brother and she's like originally on Survivor and then she went on Big Brother and then she had also just been on Trader. So I was like, okay, I need to watch Trader. So that's when I finally watched it and I was like, wait a minute, this is like it's so kooky, but then you just get so into it and you're just totally immersed and it's so fun. So yeah, I'm excited to recap it. But we also have some housewives news that we have
Yeah.
been itching to talk about. We were
The
like trying
real
not to text each
traitor.
other because we're like, we have to save our thoughts for the pod. But
Yeah.
yeah,
The real traitor of them all, Karen Huger.
she
Let's
abandoned
just
us.
let's just dive into it. So, this is pretty fresh news as well, but let me pull it up. Karen Huger enters rehab, skipping the Real Housewives of Potomac season 9 premiere. Let me read a little bit
Period.
of this article to give you all some real journalistic context. Karen Huger is sitting this reunion out. The seating chart for the season 9 reunion of The Real Housewives of Potomac was released on Thursday, January 9th, showing Stacey Roosh, Wendy, Mia, host Andy, Giselle, Ashley, and Kiarna. But Huger's face was missing from the lineup. Huger's manager, Ryan Trustdale, explained her absence in a statement to People first obtained by Bravo's Daily Dish. Karen made the important decision to enter a private recovery program, so was unable to attend the reunion's taping today, the statement read. She was fully supported in this choice. We stand behind Karen as she embarks on this meaningful journey and are proud of her for taking such a significant step towards her personal growth. This news, of course, comes just weeks after she was found guilty on charges of DUI and DWI from her March arrest. Fans in the comments expressed confusion over Huger's absence, with Real Housewives of Atlanta star Portia Williams even commenting, "Where is Karen?"
Exactly. Okay, well,
Scam.
she abandoned
Scam.
us when we needed her most. When the
Yeah,
Karen stands needed her most, she abandoned us.
it's such a ploy because now we're gonna have to sit here and watch all fucking season. You talk about, I don't need rehab, da 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 da. Da. We see you get trashed on camera, go to trial, get found guilty, and now when your ass is to the fire, because we all know that reunion would have been probably one of the most iconic housewife reunions ever.
100%.
And you don't want to show because you know everyone's going to eat you up. So now you're saying, "Oh, I'm entering recovery." How are you going to be in recovery when you get sentencing in like a couple weeks?
Yeah, it's frustrating because Karen is never really held accountable. And this would have been the first time I feel like we really would have seen it because the other time that she had problems, it was really Ray who was in trouble and she was just, because of her support as a wife, they were getting into her. But this is all on her. And it's frustrating because I mean, not like I want to see her get kicked when she's already down, but it's also
Be accountable.
you gotta take accountability. And it's just, I know that people are saying she is taking accountability by going to rehab, but it's just the timing of it all.
No, she's not, because she could have waited an extra. She gets sentenced on January 29th. So in 2 weeks, she gets sentenced. That you being held accountable is you sitting your ass in jail. Like that's your accountability is your sentencing, not, oh, I'm on this positive journey for growth. No, like it's so obvious you're deflecting, deflecting, deflecting. And what are we even going to talk about at this reunion if you're not even going to be there?
That's what I'm wondering. What is there to talk about now? Because nothing else is really significant enough.
Yeah,
She knew that she would have been the
exactly.
topic of this reunion, and she's not there for it. And you know what's crazy is when we were talking about predictions, this is so messy, but I wrote down that Karen goes to rehab and then I erased it because I was like, no, because that would mean that she has to take accountability. And I just don't see her doing that. Meanwhile, here we are, but it's still low key because she's not taking accountability in a way because it's just very convenient that she's missing the reunion. Good for her for getting help, but like, let's not kid ourselves with the timing.
Yeah, it's just it's really disappointing because it seems like a trend with Real Housewives of Potomac where like Robin, for example, and then we can honestly get into her later. Robin, the whole her and Juan thing happened. It came out after the reunion. She doesn't talk about it. Then she's like, "Oh, pay $5 a month for my Patreon." And it's like, no,
Yeah.
you are on a show about your real life. Why don't you go on the show and talk about your real life? That's a fireable offense. What Karen's
Hmm.
doing, they'll probably skirt around it because it's in the name of rehab, but I personally think that's a fireable offense, especially when you have every single franchise has had a reunion where someone's ass is on the table. Like it's all about
Yeah.
them. Erica Jane is showing up where people actually did have blood on their hands, technically, whether she was
Yeah.
involved or not. She still showed up to that reunion and didn't even get first seat.
No, I actually give her credit for that because thinking of a lot of housewives who just couldn't show up and they're not here anymore. I mean,
Right.
Lisa Vanderpump, I know I like her, but her not showing up for that reunion, it's it's not a good look that you
No.
knew that you were going to be the one in the fire and you're used to being the shooter, and like not being the one who's being hunted. And all of a sudden, you don't want to show up to the reunion now that you're front and center. It's just kind of not fair. And that's what Karen's doing too, because she's always the one hunting the other girls and saying, I'm talking about hunted because we're talking about traitors. It's like, what am I
Yeah.
talking about right now? For the people who are not watching traitors, they're like, okay, what are we? Anyways, um, but yeah, those types of girlies are never on the opposite side. And it's when they have to be on the front and center, they run. That's not cool. And I just feel like we needed as Karen fans to see this reunion and her like honestly kind of taking it and being like, yeah, I'm sorry for us to get over it. But now her not even showing up, it's like,
It's
I don't
even
know.
worse because she
It's
could
yeah,
have just
because now
showed up.
you could fill in the blanks with worse.
Yes, exactly. Because she really could have just showed up and said, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm going to rehab. I'm scared for my life. I clearly have a
Hmm.
problem. And if any of you bitches want to say something about that, shut the like literally have an Ariana ass reunion. Fuck yourself with a fucking cheese grater and shut the fuck up. And everyone would have just been like, okay. Because what can you say once you own it? Once
Yeah,
you
but
own it,
that's
it's
her
like,
problem. And she has not owned it the entire time. And that's also why this is such a big issue and why the reunion was going to be totally
yes,
on her because this whole season she's been acting like it's not a big deal. She's not guilty. This isn't as bad as it is. All for us to see the camera footage. And,
it's
it's just,
horrible.
ay, ay, ay.
Deplorable. And I guess Ashley Darby was recently on Watch What Happens Live, and Andy asked her about, so how do you feel knowing that, the
Mhm.
tape? And I think it might have been before the reunion was recorded. And Ashley said that her, Giselle, and Robin were all out and about on the town
Oh my
and
gosh.
ran into Karen's lawyer like a couple weeks before the footage was released, before her trial ended. And they asked him, how's it going? How's our girl Curran? All that kind of stuff. And the lawyer said, everything's going to be fine. He said, rest assured. So they were like, oh, they've got this in the bag. Like, this
Oh
isn't
my God.
not guilty. And then she said, we saw the tapes and we're all just so confused how this could have gone to trial.
Yeah,
And Ashley said, something's not right. And Andy agreed. Something is not adding up.
exactly. And oh God, I wish she was there. Like, that's what we needed out of this
Yes.
reunion. I mean, they would have been grilling her. I'm sure Andy would have asked these questions like, why would you take it to trial when the potential of these videos coming out, is a possibility?
Why would you take it to trial if you knew that was in evidence? Not even to the public, but to the court.
Yeah. Yeah. Wasting everyone's time. And like, let me stop.
What? No.
I was going to say, this is like actual delusional behavior, like levels of what is it called? Like delusions
Grandiose.
of grandiose. Yeah. Or like, that's like what I'm getting right now, to be honest. It's kind of scary how she thought she could be okay with this. What?
Yeah. And it's bad because not to put a name on her, diagnose her, or whatever, but it's so easy to recognize narcissism in men.
Yeah.
But
I didn't want to say the word, but you said it.
narcissistic tendencies. I'm not calling her a narcissist, but honestly, if you're on
Yeah.
Housewives, you have a little bit of tendency, like
Hmm.
whatever. But that, yeah,
It's giving, yeah.
that is spooky. Because seriously, what the fuck made you think that you were gonna?
And the lawyer as well, because
Yeah.
come on. Come on, you guys.
Let me pull up the seating chart in general just to get your quick thoughts. Because I was also unimpressed with the seating chart in general. Okay, so closest to Andy on the left is
Okay.
Mia, obviously.
Okay. Deserved.
Wendy, second chair. And then
Hmm.
third chair is Stacy.
Okay.
And then on the other side, you have Giselle, first chair, Ashley, second, Kiarna, third.
I guess it has to be that way because Karen would have been first seat on the other
Yeah, it would have
side for
been,
sure.
yeah, Mia and Karen. But I don't think
Yeah.
Stacy deserves third seat. I think she deserves probably second over Wendy and Ashley.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that because for a rookie, she's had a lot of her storyline out there. And it's been a tad bit embarrassing. So it hasn't been like the easiest season for her. Everybody's coming for her man, saying he's gay, saying he doesn't like her. I mean, but she herself is holding it down, and it's funny.
No, she is. I'm very interested to see what they're gonna do next season because obviously Karen's gonna get sentenced. I think drop Ashley and Kiarna. Y'all can go. We
Yeah, I'm
on
ready for that. I did like Kiarna in the beginning. I mean, I still like Kiarna, but I just don't think it's necessary. Sorry.
No, it's not. Like, I'm
It's
sorry.
not.
Not when people are out here getting baby daddies confused, DWIs, gay husbands. Like,
Giving
what?
gay husband, please. No, Stacy is really just showing how much a rookie can do. And it's not looking great for Kiarna.
No, it's not.
I don't like that situation with her man either.
Ba- Suspicious. It's suspicious. Because I'm sorry,
Yeah.
we're too old to be doing this
Yeah.
boyfriend girlfriend game. And the
Something's
way he
up.
talks to her is crazy for someone who, like, I'm sorry. If my mental health therapist comes in a Gucci polo, I'm
I'm
walking out
walking
the door.
out because you clearly care more about
Yeah, your
your perception and your
priorities
image. Yeah. Where's the priorities?
are fucked up. You're a social worker, Gucci down. No, I don't like
Mm-mm.
it.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, I guess we'll see at the reunion. And have you been watching it lately? I haven't, honestly.
Honestly, I haven't watched much Housewives. I don't know I feel like I watch so much and then I get burnt out.
Yeah,
And the filler episodes, I just can't do it. So I haven't watched Beverly Hills,
me
Salt Lake
neither.
City,
Yeah.
Potomac. It's bad. But I'm watching Traitors and that counts. I'm getting my housewives fix in it.
Yeah. The
Like it's
girlies.
giving me all the reality fix I need right now. So that's it, girlies. That's where you're gonna find us with TV recaps right now.
Yeah. I guess until I told Brie that Love is Blind comes back on um Valentine's Day and she was like, "Oh my gosh." I was
I'm
like,
already
"I
hungover from that. I didn't realize it happened so often. Like we just talked about it.
know."
But honestly, no, that's cool because we did pull in numbers for Love is Blind. You guys clearly liked when we talked about those kind of
Yeah,
things.
I
So,
don't
okay,
mind
we'll do it
it at all.
again.
I don't mind it at all. If that's what the people want, I will
We will
cringe
give it to you.
hours. Yeah.
Well, hopefully you guys like Traders as well because we might as well just get into this recap.
Yes, ma'am.
So we watched episodes 1 through 3. That's what dropped on Thursday. And we're just going to chat about all the things. I'm curious if they're going to keep doing this heavy drop format because that's what Love is Blind does too. And I don't know, I guess, but also, can we? It's a lot for me. It's a lot when we're recapping. Like, give us one episode a week, please.
Please. Like it really is, it's overwhelming and it's like a sprint, not a marathon, where if it was an episode a week, like, okay, we can cover it for a couple 2 months, but no, we have to watch 10 episodes in 3 weeks
Yeah, it's a lot.
and keep up on social media. It's a lot.
First world problems.
I know. I know. I should actually stop complaining, but
Okay, please. If you're listening to this podcast at this point, we don't
you
need to
know.
explain ourselves. Okay, well, let's get into the cast. So, we're just going to go over the cast again really quick and then we'll just chat about the episodes and the traders. So, we have Tom Sandoval, Chriselle from Selling Sunset, Sam Ashgari, Britney Spears' ex, which is like he's giving us
Dis
nothing.
disgusting.
Bob the drag queen from RuPaul's Drag Race, Gabby Wendy from The Bachelorette, Wells from The Bachelor franchise, whatever he does now, Bob Harper from The Biggest Loser, Dorinda Medley from Housewives of New York City, Chanel Ayan from Housewives of Dubai, Dolores Catania, Housewives of New Jersey, Robin Dixon, Housewives of Potomac, Brittany Haynes from Big Brother, Danielle Reyes from Big Brother, Carolyn from Survivor. Oh my God, there's a lot of people.
It's
Jesus.
so many.
And then it's like Dylan Afron. Like, what? Zach Afron's brother. But
Random.
not too much on him.
No, not too much to my boy.
Sierra from Summer House. Nikki Garcia from Total Bellas. Jeremy from Survivor. Lord Ivar Mountbatten. Like, what?
The royal
Okay.
family.
Okay. um, Tony from Survivor, Boston Rob from Survivor, Wes from The Challenge, Derek from Big Brother. Okay. So we went
That's
through.
so many people, bro.
That's a lot of people. And
Because when
it's
they stood up in front of the castle, I was like, I really could maybe name maybe 10, like actually maybe 8 people that I could recognize off the top of my head. And then I look at the screen and there's like 20 people on the screen.
yeah, there's a lot of people. I feel like it covers all aspects of reality TV. No matter
Mm-hmm.
what kind of reality TV you watch, you'll probably find someone you like on there, which is why I like it because I do like the game show kind of reality TV
Mm-hmm.
like Big Brother, but I love Housewives. So it's like, oh, seeing them interact is so funny to
Yeah.
me. It's like my little worlds colliding.
Yeah, no, it's very interesting. Because Housewives is the only show where you're not in competition with each other. So the way that they play is so different from how everyone else plays because everyone else is
Yeah.
for being a strategist.
It's
I
funny
thought that was
seeing the
interesting.
differences.
Yes, yeah.
When the first challenge, just getting into it. What okay, so actually we'll say who the traders are too. So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
traders are Carolyn from Survivor, Danielle from Big Brother, and Bob the drag queen as of now. Well,
Yeah,
actually,
as
and then
of
let's just get into it because
Yeah.
like going episode by episode is too much. And then also now Boston Rob from Survivor is
Listen,
there.
when they announced that Boston Rob was coming back in the forest and Alan made him a traitor, both me and Boston Rob let out the meanest cackle, which is cackle. Because I was like, no, this is the what the fuck up. This is the kind of TV I want to see. Like, yeah, you bring him back and make him scorch earth because not one person wanted him on the show. And now
Nope.
I'm gonna be everyone's enemy. That's what I'm talking about.
I love the little
That's
twists.
yes. That was that's what locked me in.
Ooh, okay.
Truly. When that
I
happened, I
love
said,
that.
oh, like I wish I could rub my hands together right now. Like this is
Like we're locked in now.
yeah, I'm a trader's girly for life now, just off of that, because that was absurd.
I love Alan. And it just keeps getting better because I feel like they really start to get strategy and then it's just, oh, it's so good. So I guess we'll kind of go back to the first episode. So just talking about the differences in the strategy, it's like the gamers versus the other shows like The Bachelorette and The Housewives, like the people who are just like on the dating shows or whatever,
Yeah.
not like thinking seriously like that. Because when they were doing that first mission with the boats and two people had to get off to continue going, but like those people wouldn't get the shields. And Dolores and Dorinda just get off to be nice. They're like, because I feel like that's like housewives thinking, just very social
Yeah.
butterflies. They're like, okay, well, make people like us with our social wit. We'll get off the boat. And then as soon as they sit down, Dolores is like, no, now people think we're traitors because we got off so easy. And it's like,
Yeah.
that's the difference. The other shows are thinking 10 steps ahead, like, I can't get off the boat because then it's going to think like I have safety and they're going to think I'm a traitor.
It's just so silly. Yeah, the difference is very stark. I will say out of the housewives, and I guess we're not going out of order. I'll just say who got murdered. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just chat. We're just like going all
Yeah.
over the place, girlies. Just,
Be
just we're
keep it
gossiping together.
yeah. So Dorinda was the first person that was killed. I was not surprised because I'm also learning in this game to shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
All of them trust people way too much. They're all like, I know
Yes.
so and so's the traitor. Meanwhile, you're right, and you're talking to another traitor, and they're gonna run back, and it's like, why do you just not assume that I would just assume everyone's a traitor.
Yeah. I
'Cause
feel
I'm
like you
not
also
telling
have to
y'all.
watch the show first to get some kind of an idea because, well,
Yeah,
but then it's like, I would hope that they watch the show first. I don't know. I guess they just get so
yeah.
into it that they're just like, I want to be friends with everybody. I trust everybody just based off vibes. And it's so funny every single time. It's like, this person's like, I trust Danielle. And then pan to the confessional, Danielle's the traitor. It's like
Yeah.
every time it happens, I trust Bob the drag queen. It could never be him.
It
And
could
then,
never be Bob. Why not? I would
why
actually
not?
think it would be Bob out of everyone. That queen over there is definitely the traitor. That's like the perfect role for
Yeah.
him to have as being the traitor. And
Yeah.
he would play it well because the cattiest show I would say that's represented is Drag Race, where it's like you're messy. I'm doing it for TV. If anyone's gonna be a traitor, it would 100% be Bob the drag queen, and then to have him and Danielle crying. Bob crying was one thing, but then when Danielle started pulling out those fake tears, I was like, oh, I
You
can't
guys are just
stand
too
her.
much. Like, oh my God, they were really getting on my nerves. And it's frustrating for me. I learned this last season because you love one person on the show that you watch, but then you think that they're going to be the same type of person on Traitors, and you can never expect that. And I had to learn that last season because I was so excited for Dan on Big Brother to play because he's like this winner and he's one of the best winners. I was like, oh my God, he's going to be so strategic. He's going to be so great. He sucked on Traitors. Like, it just was not, it wasn't good. So I told myself this time when Danielle got picked, I was like, I'm excited because I know she's a strategic thinker, but I just don't trust it after seeing what happened with Dan. lo and behold, Miss Girl is doing so much. And oh my God, I just want to shake her. Like, why are you acting like this? Who
Acting a
are you?
fool,
Who
acting a
are you?
fool in the castle. And then even so then they murder Ion, Chanel Ion from Royal Housewives of Dubai. And I wasn't surprised either because I was like, she's the weakest link, I think, in the game because she literally has no idea what's going on. She
I think
cried
the
every
girl care.
episode.
Yeah, I know. Literally every scene she's crying.
Like, you
But
gotta
I think
go.
that Carolyn is actually pretty smart and they're not taking her opinion as a traitor like for shit. Like they don't
Yes.
care. And she's so right about Dorinda that you're supposed to keep those loud people in the house because then everybody's going to keep thinking she's the traitor. And it gives you guys
Yes.
more weeks to go by of being like, it's Dorinda, it's Dorinda. I don't know. It's just they kind of pissed me off with the Dorinda one because it was just so
Yeah.
obvious. And
Yeah.
then Chanel after, it's like
This
I
is the
felt like Robin, like,
housewives.
okay, so
Yeah.
like y'all are really just coming for us now. I feel this personal because the housewives
Yeah.
are my favorites. Like, what are you doing right now?
It feels, oh, and also with the first mission, the massage, I not to be so annoying, but I was thinking the misogyny is so loud. First of all, you're killing off
Mm-hmm.
all the housewives. Second of all, but why is it women getting on the boat? Like
Yep.
women, we need, if anything, we need to be less selfless because it clearly gets you nowhere. Dorinda
Nowhere.
got killed, but luckily the only good thing that came out of that episode was Wells getting voted off.
Why do you not like Wells?
I was not fucking because he was so loud and so wrong. Like
Yeah.
Robin said, I think it's a great idea to eliminate the housewives because then you can you're fucking with people's heads, which it is a good idea
Mhm.
if one of the traders is not a housewife. And he took that and just was like, "Oh, so you're a traitor," and like just went on with it and felt so right and was so righteous. And then when he got voted off, he's like, "You guys are all fucking idiots. I'm a faithful." Like, honestly, I don't care if you were. I'm glad you're gone. I don't want to see you anymore.
Thank God.
Thank God. Oops. Like, he was horrible. He was horrible. I just could not. And you're on The Bachelor in Paradise. Like, get this fool off my TV. I don't want to see it anymore.
The most I feel like self-righteous people get voted out in the round tables.
Yeah,
Also,
because you're annoying.
yeah, exactly. This is like people's chance to be like, no, time to go. We're done with this. Tom Sandoval is so annoying and so extra. Just
Is this continue what you're gonna say?
like immediately taking off his blindfold and the Spock eyebrow up, just looking at everybody like he can see through them. Sit down, okay, dude. We're not doing this. And I'm so glad Chriselle clocked him. Like, well, maybe you're the traitor because traitors are able to lie and cheat and steal easily, and you have all of those character traits. I was like, oh, okay,
Ate
Miss
him up.
Girl.
Can I be honest, y'all? For a second, I forgot that Sandoval was Sandoval, and I was like, he's so charming and nice. And then I was like, oh my
You
gosh,
see, that's how he gets you. And
yes.
now you
And
understand why it happened.
yes, now I see it because I was like, oh my gosh, I just made myself a victim of Sandoval because
No.
he's so charming. He's so giving Danielle hugs after she's crying tears. He just always seems like he doesn't know what's going on, but it's
Yeah.
like
No, that
deep.
was like him and the other Tom shtick. They were just like everybody loved them. They were just like, dumb, lovable puppies, and they were kind of cute, and people just fell for it. And Raquel, I mean, she has no IQ, and she needs
Yeah.
love so badly, especially after hearing what James did. He was probably doing that to her too. So she probably leached on to Sandoval, like, oh my God, he's so nice.
Yeah, I fell victim to. I too am a victim of
Well,
like Tom
the thing
Sandoval.
is that until Scandival happened, he had never had a bad edit. The producers loved him, so you wouldn't even know that he was that bad. Unless you were just like Stassi always clocked him, but Stassi was always a mean girl. So people are like, she's
Yeah.
just mean. So yeah, you're not alone. Not
Yeah, he
being
got me
misted by
good.
Sandoval.
Yeah, I was like, I don't get what's so bad. And then I remembered this is how it works. They charm you, reel you in, and then they stab you in the back with your own
Yeah.
knife.
Poor Ariana.
I know. But seeing him getting eaten up by all the girls on the show, I love the Bambis. I need them to stop and like think a little bit more. But
Yeah.
I love the
Just the girls.
yeah, the girlies, Chriselle, Nikki, and Gabby. I'm living for
We
the
would totally
trio.
be with them.
Oh no, I would be right there next to them, getting all their secrets and holding it in. Because I
Just
don't know.
gossiping.
Yeah, when Gabby said there's pickles, there's goat cheese, smoked salmon, and gossip, I'm like, that is Becky core. I love a little goat cheese omelet and a good
She's
gossip
so
chat.
cute. I really enjoy Gabby. She's like the little social commentary we need to keep this
Yes.
entertaining and fun.
Yes.
But yeah, a lot of people, obviously, I say a lot of people, but it's just my For You page is pissed off that Dorinda and Ion both got sent home, especially
Yeah,
Dorinda, because it's just so early and the
it
entertainment
is.
potential we had. I'm
With
not gonna
Dorinda, yeah.
lie, I do like the challenge and Big Brother and the game kind of shows, but it's annoying how much it seems like they favor those people over the
Hmm.
housewives and like the bachelor kind of people. I want everybody to be equal. I feel like everybody should
Hmm.
be on equal playing grounds. And just, I don't know, like bringing in Derek, Wes, and Boston Rob again. It's like, okay, too bad. All of these men who are great strategists and physical threats are going to be in the house, even if you want it or not. It's like,
Yeah.
why didn't we have a housewife up there? Why didn't we have a woman up there?
That's what I was thinking too. They were unmasking them and the crowd goes wild. I'm like, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
See, they
They're like,
should have
oh
had
my
somebody
gosh.
else because there's like two types of reality watchers. They needed
Yes.
somebody else in there.
Who do you think they could have gotten from a girly show that could also play the game? Because they were obviously looking for someone who could play the game.
They needed Paige DeSorbo. Are you kidding? I just got chills.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
need someone just funny, quick-witted, and a girl. And Bravo.
And Bravo. Yeah. Especially for it being a Peacock show. I'm surprised they didn't pull from other shows or even because even Mercedes from last season of Trader, like last season, Phaedra, she wasn't on any Bravo shows. Mercedes wasn't on any Bravo shows.
Someone in the
Who would,
archives.
yeah, someone in the past, Stanberry, I don't
I
know,
mean,
and
Dorinda.
yeah, Dorinda, and I guess Robin
True.
is an ex-wife, but
Who would
yeah.
you think would be good on there, like for a girly show?
Mm. Mm.
They should have, I mean, I don't know if they'd be good strategists, but just for the fun and the mess, they should have Love Island people on there.
I was like Love Island, Love is Blind. That would
Yeah,
be
because it's Peacock
so
shows too. Like
funny.
they should have had Serena.
Yeah, I'm
Who's
trying to think of a
good?
housewife that would be.
Cordell would just be really funny on Love
You know
Island.
who I think would be really good on Traitors from Atlanta? Candy.
Yeah.
Because Candy knows how to make one thing about Candy, she's very business like her business strategies, whether you think they're corny or not, she's great. Someone will call her something or make an accusation against her and she turns it into a business.
Yeah.
Like her
She's a
mind, the
good
way she,
mindset.
yeah, the way she plays the game and puts puzzles, I think Candy would be amazing at Traders. Actually, I could actually see they better put her on there next season because I
Yeah.
could totally, out of all the housewives I'm thinking of, that would know what's going on, how to play the game. Like she's been in the industry for years. She's really creative, so I think she could.
I could
uh,
see it.
yeah.
Yeah, she would be good. Yeah, because it definitely takes a certain type of person, I feel like. But then it's also, there's people I wouldn't have thought to be on that show and
Like
they're not
Ion.
doing bad. Yeah, or like honestly, like Robin, I mean, she's trying, like I
No,
wasn't
Robin
expecting her.
serving when
Yeah.
she was going up against Wells, like, tell me why you think I'm a traitor.
Yeah.
And he was
She
like,
was doing well.
was like, yeah, get him, Robin, get him because he's getting on my nerves. And then he went home, and then she's like, yes. And then she's like, oh fuck, now everyone is gonna
Thinks
think
it's
I have,
me.
yeah, everyone's gonna think I'm a traitor now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just feel like it's still early, but there's no strategy with what's going on right now.
no,
I mean, Dylan is doing a good job of clocking Bob because he realizes it's either going to be Robin or Bob because they're the ones who threw Wells's name out there when it was kind of random at first.
Mhm.
And since they ended up, being a faithful, it's like, okay, well, now we have to look at the people who threw out the names. Robin, she's just being so natural, so herself that I feel like I don't know. To me, it's not giving that she's a traitor. Like
No,
I would be like, no, she's a faithful at this point. And I think they're starting to clock like, okay, well, if it's not Robin, then what about Bob? And he is just doing a little bit too much. Like him and Danielle are just doing too much. It's better to not well, I was gonna say it's better to not do anything, but that's what Dan's problem was last season is that he was like, I'm just gonna be so laid back that like nobody says anything about me. But then he was so laid back that people started catching on, like, you never say anything in the round table.
yeah.
So it's like you do have to have a good balance, but they just say shit that's unnecessary.
Yeah. Oh, Danielle at the breakfast table. Like, why
Yes.
is Boston Rob me? Everyone hated him, and I'm honestly like, he's my kind of guy. I
No, I get it. I get
swear
him.
because he's like Danielle is yappa yap. I don't even know what she's just saying nonsense. Like, oh, there's no way Bob can be a traitor.
Why not?
Why
And
not? Like, you look mad suspicious, and no one clocked her, and except Rob. He's like, Danielle needs to be quiet.
yeah. And I think that they're gonna get caught eventually because those types of people they just do too much. I'm assuming it's gonna be Bob first.
Yeah.
And Carolyn, I think, is doing a good job, but she probably does need to start talking, integrating herself a little more. I liked when she finally went to the girls and was like, oh, can I talk to you guys? I was like, yes, get in good with the gossipers. They're gonna be like, ooh, yay, girl time. They're not even gonna suspect it.
Yeah. Not even gonna see it
Good group
coming.
of girls around you.
Yeah, I think she's probably her and Rob obviously are the best traders because no one is ever gonna suspect her.
Yeah, I would be thinking me though, out of the people they brought in, one of them has to be a traitor. I'm
Yeah,
surprised
that's
nobody
just
said that yet.
someone, no, one of I think Wes might have said it, but
Okay,
someone
yeah.
in the original group. Yeah, I'm just like, why would they bring three faithfuls? And
Yeah.
why the fuck would Boston Rob be a faithful? Just based off of what everyone said about him, I would be like, no, we're coming
Yeah.
after you,
You.
buddy. You're our easiest target, and no one's even looked at him. No,
It is a little crazy.
this is why it was frustrating me because they'll be like, I have such a good read on people, like I can see through people, and then they'll be like, oh, Ion's a traitor.
And it's like,
What?
wait, what?
Where did you get that from? She's
In
cried.
what world would she
Yeah,
be the traitor
she had no idea what was going on. Poor girlie.
ever?
You know who's
Jeez.
also pretty good? Jeremy.
Yeah.
Because he's like, it's Danielle. It's Danielle.
He's like the first person to clock Danielle.
Yes, he is. I need him and what's Zac Efron's brother's name?
Dylan
Dylan. Yeah, I need them to get in a room together and build. I need them to start
and
building
talk.
alliances.
And that's
Because
another part of the show is like, since we're seeing all of this, it's like, oh my God, they have to get together and talk. And then they just
yeah,
don't. It's like they just never like get there. And it's so frustrating. Like, oh my God, these are the people who need to share information. And it's always like the same group of people just clicking it up and talking. And also, you have to be careful of who you listen to because freaking Tom Sandoval telling Rob, Wes, and Derek, oh yeah, so we think it's Chriselle. And it's like, no, nobody thinks it's Chriselle but you. And then they're gonna go around thinking that, like, thank goodness they had some discernment. They were like, okay, this guy is, what is he talking about?
no, because why would it be? Of course, it's not one of the Bambis.
No,
The
no,
fact
literally,
that they gave
they
themselves
are
a
walking
name.
around like Bambi, doe-eyed, not sure what's going on, just looking cute.
Yeah, just the cutie pies. I love them. Like I want to be in that group chat. I want to hang out with them. And also Gabby being on The Bachelorette and then being like, I'm a lesbian, and Chriselle saying me too after dating her boss. Like
So funny,
perfect.
I
Yeah,
caught
I
it.
want to hang out with you guys. I want to hear the tea.
Oh, I love it. You know what? It's like I've already said this on the podcast, but it just reminds me that I've met Nikki Bella a few times when I used to be a host at that
Oh
restaurant and
yeah.
she would come in and she really is such a girl's girl. Like she would sit there and just talk to me. I'm like, I'm just the freaking host. And she would be talking to me like we're girls. And it's like, she knows how to yap. She's a charmer. I like her a lot. And I just seeing her with those group of girls, I'm like, it just makes sense.
It makes perfect sense. I adore them.
Love, love. Well, okay, so I guess like just kind of moving on. So yeah, episode one, Dorinda murdered, and then episode two, Wells got sent home at the round table. What do you think of the round tables?
Messy.
They're
Best part
crazy.
best part of the show. I love seeing people sling. I'm like, yes, yes. This is where you let it all hang out. I don't like the people that are quiet.
Yeah, I feel like the next episodes are going to be really good because it's going to be when people are like more used to talking and figuring out the dynamic. So I'm hoping the round tables are going to be really interesting. And then also there's going to be less people. Because then when it's
Yeah.
like there's nobody, it's kind of like, I don't know. The middle is the best.
Yeah. What do you think about this random royal being on the show? We talked about, and everyone trying to say that he's a traitor.
They had another royal, I think, like last season. I think they've had one every season and they've never really done anything. I just feel like they're there for just the title, just uh, like there's nothing. I don't get like he's giving nothing. I can't even form a
Give me
sentence to
nothing.
give for him. I'm struggling.
I think it's because they're part of the royal family and they're not trying to like stir the pot and make royal family headlines. But
Yeah,
listen, we're on a reality TV show. You're
it's time
already
to chat.
desperate enough to get come on the show as a royal. You need to at least make your mark.
Yeah. Okay, what do you I need to hear what you think about this little theory. Not it's not even a theory, it's just chatter I've seen on Twitter, which is the hellscape of social media. But people are saying that Bob the drag queen got rid of Chanel and Dorinda because he wants to be the main kind of
Yeah.
center of, like the entertainment,
Yes.
like that kind of
That's why I said,
trope
why
of a
does no
housewife
one think
or
he's a
trope of a
traitor?
reality star.
Yes, yes. It's divas fighting divas.
Like,
He's said multiple times, I controlled that round table. No, you didn't. Like,
it's
are we watching?
yeah.
You want this to be your show so bad.
He
And
wants to be the head trader.
yes, he wants to be the HBIC, but it's kind of you already are just by being a trader. One, you're a drag queen too. So you are born to entertain. You are born to slice and dice people and make the crowd laugh. So you could have
Hmm.
just came as your authentic self, but like uh, illusions of grandiose. Like what is that?
There's too much of this in reality TV.
No, it is because and then I guess he's fighting for his life on Twitter because people are wagging their fingers saying you're getting rid of the housewives. They're the most entertaining part, which Dorinda going home first is crazy. But then I also thought maybe this is karma for Dorinda because remember how Lindsay from Summer House was supposed to be on the show, but
Oh
Dorinda
my
ran her
God.
mouth and told her secret to everyone about her being pregnant. So Sierra got
Karma, justice has been served.
That's why I don't feel too bad about Dorinda going home because you did
Ah,
my girl
chef's kiss.
Lindsay
Thank
dirty.
God.
Lindsay is somewhere feet up, relaxing with her new baby and her hot finance man, and is like, I'll see y'all season four.
And she's so cute. She posted a picture of Sierra on her TV and watching, and she's like, watching the Traitors. Love seeing Sierra on here. It's cuties. Still being
Yes.
supportive, even though Sierra jacked her role.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah, I like that. We'll say it's karma.
Yeah.
What about
Poetic
Ion? Does she
justice.
need karma for her last season? Does she need to
I
repent?
think so. I think she because it start. it's so stark seeing the difference between her on Housewives, where she's calling everyone stupid and I know I'm fabulous and da, 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 I'm the most beautiful girl in the world. Da, 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 to
Mhm.
see her like a, a weakling on
Yeah.
Traitors crying all the time and just not knowing what's going on and oh, just believing what people say. I'm like,
Yeah. It humbles you because
yeah,
it's like even the people that are supposed to be the greatest, like Danielle, like the greatest who never won, she's, I'm sorry, doing a shit job.
yeah, she is.
And yeah, Chanel is like used to being on top, and now it's very humbling seeing her like this.
Yeah, she like who murdered me crying. Oh,
I do like how Dolores just seems like she can hold her own no matter where she is. Like I guess everybody just likes her, vibes with
yeah.
her. She's just a cool girl.
She is Lorson Patterson. Like she's not playing with y'all.
I really just love her. I can't help it. I'm obsessed. Who else do we like? They're all kind of annoying right now because
I was gonna say none of them.
they're all on the shit list right now.
I don't like any of them.
Well, episode 3 at the round table makes waves because Tony from Survivor got sent home. I haven't watched Survivor in years, so I don't know any of these Survivor people. So I'm just like taking what they say about these guys, and it seems like he's very cutthroat. So almost like his reputation kind of got used against him or kind of like clouded people's perception. So, I mean, I don't know. He really wasn't giving anything to me, so I guess bye. I mean, it's annoying because they're wrong.
Yeah, he really must have been that guy on Survivor because he really, now that you said that, he really gave nothing and everyone said, "Oh, it's him. Get rid of him. He's a
Exactly.
cutthroat killer."
It's
It's
like
like,
he's just been chilling, smiling, doing the challenges.
yeah. Wow. I really hope which traitor do you want to see get so what happens if they vote off a traitor? Like how does this
So
work?
they have to do it at the round table.
Mm-hmm.
And then usually, well, there's a lot right now. There's 4 of them, but usually they try to have like 3 of them until it gets like pretty small, then it's 2. So if there was one person that got cut early, they would sometimes recruit another person and the traders get to pick who they want. So sometimes like someone will start off as a faithful and then they get made into a trader. So it's
Oh,
like seeing how they have to switch up is cool. So yeah, I guess it just depends how far along they get. But
interesting. So
it's
how do you win the show?
so they if you're a faithful, you win, but you have to get rid of all the traitors. And it's like at the end, there's probably I think like 3 or 4 people left.
Mm-hmm.
And if you believe all of them are faithfuls, then you keep everybody and then you split the money 4 ways if you're all
Mm.
faithfuls. But if there's a traitor, then the traitor gets all the money.
Um,
So I think I've only seen one season where the traitor won. And it was crazy because I don't know. It's like it's all fun and games until you get to the end because it's like you have to get to the end with people who really, really trust you for it to work and for them to
yeah.
be like, oh, I would like bet my life on this person. Like, I know you're not a traitor and you have to, take that from them. Like, I'm pretty sure those people still don't talk.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah. It's crazy. So I'm excited to see how it goes this year because I don't think Bob and Danielle are gonna make it,
They're
to be
not.
honest. It's gonna have to be, I think Carolyn could win or it's gonna be a faithful win because I think they might eventually start catching on to Boston Rob too. We'll see.
Yeah,
He's good, but I
he's
just feel like
really
if it's
good.
like based off the perception and him coming in late, they might start being like, you know what? Wait a minute. We haven't thought about him.
Yeah, Danielle and Bob are gonna put their foots in their mouth.
Crying at the round table together. Come on.
You know who I'm also living for?
Who?
Bob from The Biggest Loser.
I kind of missed him.
I love him. I don't remember him being like that growing up and watching
I
The
don't
Biggest
remember
Loser.
him, yeah, at all. Like, I just remember, I mean, like,
Jillian.
I don't remember his characteristics, anything.
Yeah, he wasn't at because now he has the bleach blonde hair and all that. But he's so funny. And if they try to make him like villainize my guy, I'm gonna be really upset because I really like him.
Yeah, I'm ready for Wes to go home. Wes is just so damn annoying on the challenge, wherever he is. He annoys me. Ready for him to go
Which one
home.
is Wes?
He's the one who came in late with the ginger with the big
He's
beard.
the ginger. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. He's like in the challenge. Do you know Johnny Bananas?
No, I don't know what the challenge is.
Okay, I didn't know if you would know him just because I feel like he's probably the most popular name, but he's just like Wes is his rival, as you would say on the show. Like they're always going against each other. So I feel like that's why he's even relevant, but he's just annoying as fuck. And honestly, the challenge, I had to stop watching it. I couldn't do it anymore at a certain point. I was like,
Hmm.
it's just getting too corny. It's the same shit, the same people, because they reuse the same people all the time. And it's like,
Oh.
give it a rest. Some of these people, I can't with them.
Oh, the
So,
challenge is has 34 seasons. I did not realize it was that 40
yeah, they
seasons.
go deep. I had to stop after a certain point because it's like, I don't care. And yeah, again, they reuse people like all the time.
Oh,
So,
yeah, that's not fun.
yeah, it's not fun to me. I like the concept of always having new people. But then again, it's like I watch Housewives.
Yeah.
It's different though. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, as of right now in the Traitors, there's no strategy with the Traitors or with the Faithfuls. But then again, that's kind of how it goes in the beginning. So, I'm excited to see these next few episodes. I think that's when it's going to start to get good.
Me too. I can see it making a turn really quickly into something sinister. And I can't wait to watch. Because I need Danielle or Bob the drag queen to go. Preferably Danielle, because I like Bob the drag queen outside of the show.
Yeah, it's like I
He's
like them,
funny.
but they're again just being annoying,
Annoying.
being
I
so
can't
annoying.
believe them. And Sam, Brittany's ex-husband, I would just eliminate him off
A
principle.
hundred percent. Like him and Tom Sandoval would have been gone if I was a traitor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This show is rigged against women because
Yeah.
what do you mean?
And then Sam, I mean, honestly, good for him for not divulging information about Brittany. But why are you here? Everyone asking, like, so what's Brittany's like? Does she watch Housewives? He's like, I'm going to keep that to myself. You can't even tell us that she watches Housewives. Why are you here?
Why were you married to her in the first place?
Because I don't care about you at all. You're only relevant because of
Yeah,
Miss Girl. So if you're not going to tell me if she even watches Housewives, yes or no question, I don't need you here. Wasting my time.
waste of time.
Royal waste of time. Tom Sandoval, just
Brittany from one of those shows, I think she's Big Brother.
yes.
No camera time.
I'm hoping that she'll get better as the
Pop
season goes
out.
on. Because yeah,
Yeah.
Sierra's not really doing anything either. But then again,
Yeah.
that's kind of like a good thing in the beginning is to like stay low key because nobody's even suspecting Sierra or Brittany right now, which I mean, they're not anything, but that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see as time goes on.
Wowzers. Yeah, I love Traitors. I love that Chriselle is a main character. I don't know what kind of favor God has over her, but she's the main character in every room she walks in and love her to pieces. I just don't know why.
Someone needs to check her astrology chart. What is it in there that gives
Mm,
just the main character all the time, even when she doesn't
yeah,
try?
yeah, like she just shows up and everyone kisses her ass. And I'm sure she's a cool, fun girl. I just don't get it.
I agree with the Chriselle thing because that's how I felt with Selling Sunset. I was like, why is she the main character? There's so
Yeah.
many baddies here. But, anyways, the schedule is just going to be one episode a week now.
Okay.
So, God bless. Thank
Okay,
God.
good. Good, good, good.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap up here. And we are excited to recap the next episode. And then, before you know it, we're going to be recapping Love is Blind.
Yes. And apparently I just looked, they're in Minneapolis. Minneapolis. Is that how you say it?
Yes.
This
We've been
season,
yapping for too long.
I know words are starting to sound funny. So that should be interesting as well.
Yeah, a different kind of group of people because the DC people were
Oh
interesting.
my gosh, they were
Oh
horrible.
my God, the drama. So let's see how Minneapolis is now.
Well, of course, as always, thanks for listening to another epi of Gossip Break. If you haven't already, make sure you're following us on Instagram at Gossip Break Pod, as well as having your notifications turned on in Spotify and Apple Podcasts so you never, ever, ever miss a download. We're excited for 2025. We've said it a bunch of times, but we're so excited for what this year is going to bring for us in the podcast and our community. And you know the drill. Leave a 5-star review.
Thanks, girlies. We love you.
Bye.